Hello once again you guys, it is Rich here, it's RR37 and we're back today with yet another episode of the FIFA 21 Middlesbrough Career Mode. We're back with the probably last but one episode depending on how results go today of this season. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. We are starting against Fulham. It should be a winnable game, this one. But also with the way that things are shaping up in the league at the moment, it is a game that's got a little bit of extra pressure attached to it. Not much considering we are at home, but we're all of a sudden finding ourselves in a position where there's competition now. If we look at the league table, which we're going to just do now, we are actually a little bit in a title fight once again, which is crazy to be saying that, but the way things have panned out, it's unlikely, but it is something that could happen. As you can see at the moment below us, we're kind of alright at the moment. We're tied with United on 71 points, but we do have a game in hand. Spurs have overtaken us, but we have 2 games in hand over them, so we can go as high as 77 points with those games in hand. And Liverpool, we are 7 points behind them, granted, but we do have the game in hand, and I believe that is the Fulham game. So if we win that, we go up to 74 points, and we're just then 4 points behind Liverpool with 3 games to go. So again, it is unlikely, but mathematically at the moment, we are actually still in touch with a title push. So all of a sudden, the league games that once meant nothing, now we might as well just go for it, right? We've got no more cup distractions now until the end of the season, except for the Roma game, which, if I remember rightly, we're already 3-1 ahead in that as well. So, yeah, all of a sudden, we've got, like I say, no distractions. We've got to play no more games than anyone else has got to, really. So we might as well just push for it and see how we get on. I just wanted to highlight that though before we get into the gameplay this season. And as for the matches themselves, it is probably going to be a lot of highlights because I want to get to at least the cup final today. Possibly 2 cup finals depending on how the Roma game goes. So if we was to lose to Roma, I might even squeeze in the cup final in this episode. If not, and we do go through, which I hope we do, then there's probably going to be one more episode with just the 2 cup finals. But all of that depends on how we get on. Until then, we're going to switch focus to the Premier League now. And we're going to see if there is even an outside chance that we can close this gap on Liverpool and potentially, can't even believe I'm saying this, but yeah, try and win the title this season. All of our remaining games, Fulham, West Ham, Bournemouth, Sheffield United, they are all, especially with the form that we're in, extremely winnable. So we should just go for it. And being that it is Fulham, and we have that second leg of Roma to take care of in just a few days, I'm not exactly sure what players to put in at the moment, and just playing around with some options with that Roma game in mind. And at the moment, I think we've settled with Fletcher up front. He gets another chance today. I imagine that he should do alright against Fulham, who are obviously struggling at the moment. But behind him, I'm not too sure what goes on at the moment. I remember putting the team out and I'm like, hang on a minute, we've got Roma in a few days. And yeah, I just kept going backwards and forwards with a lot of things. So the final team that we are going to go with is starting to take shape now, as you can see in the background there. I was considering playing Buta as well, but we decided against that, so we've gone with Fletcher, Jeffrey, Phoenix, and a few others. I noticed we've put Havard and Evan in at the moment as well. Here we go. We got Fletcher, Jeffrey, Phoenix, Roberts, Cook, Goranen, Coulson, Evan, Wood and Dyke-Steele with Havard in goal. It is going to be highlights because, like I said, I want to try and power through as much of the matches as possible today and leave the episode either finished off for the season or with the 2 cup finals, depending how the games go. So as expected, we started off really strongly against Fulham. We created a number of chances throughout the game, but yeah, it was just really proving difficult to put one of these chances away, to break them down. Fulham didn't really offer that much going the other way, as you can see with the highlights at the moment. It was just a really frustrating game where we just could not break through. I think this is probably as close as they managed to get, but there's good pressure there and the shot ends up going wide. I was starting to debate whether I'd messed about with the team too much. Fletcher, by the way, had another stinker and comes off. We put Jeffrey in his place, and within minutes of that being the case, Jeffrey would go and open the scoring. So once again, disappointing from Fletcher, and it could prove to be fatal for him at the moment. Not too sure how many more chances he's actually going to get. But yeah, that would be the final chance of this game. Jeffrey wins it for us. We get the 1-0, and more importantly than that, we get the 3 points. And we go straight into the Roma game, which is, I think, almost done. So with that in mind, I decided I'd take a chance today and use the match sim. As you can see, it is pretty much the same side that just went out against Fulham. Couple of changes. Burnaby's come in, Ferguson's gone in, we've got Phoenix in, Silas is in the place of Fletcher. So I think all we need out of this game is a clean sheet would be nice, but just the 1 goal puts it to bed altogether. Of course, I've done it through matching because if we need to jump in, then we can do and take control of things ourselves. I'm hoping that won't be the case though. I'm hoping that we've got a team out here that can get the job done today. We'll just have to wait and see on that one, but it's been quite a quiet opening spell in this match at the moment. We are, though, territorially doing really well, which is good to see. But we know how strong Roma are, so it is a bit of a gamble doing it this way. Hopefully that's a gamble that will pay off, but we'll just have to see. That was a really tame effort there. Roma bring it away again. Nice switch of the play there from them. Dyke-Steele's been turned and been left for dust, and we're just playing catch up here at the moment. That's not good. And Kluivert puts Roma 1-0 up, and now they are within one of us again. Disappointing, I'm not going to lie. I was hoping we'd open the scoring and this would be a really comfortable affair, but that's not to be at the moment, although we are looking to change that. Just shots being fired in from everywhere at the moment. None of them went in, unfortunately, but we've got another chance here. The ball goes straight to the keeper again, and I think there might have been an offside there as well. Either that or it was a challenge on the keeper, which is kind of frowned upon. And that already brings us to half-time. 50-50 in possession, but as you can see, Roma are doing much the better job with chance creation at the moment. So slight tactical adjustment once again. We're going to leave Phoenix up and see if we can do what we did to them in the first leg and get that overload, because I did notice when the team shaped up at the end of the half that they are indeed going with that 3 at the back formation again. So he's hoping what worked in the first leg will work in the second. By the time I come round to do this game again, I'm not going to lie, I've completely forgotten about what we did in the first leg. But here we go, it's paid dividends already. Joao Pedro has put this tie to bed. It is done now, guys. There's no way that they're going to catch this back up. He says with bated breath. No, I think we're good enough to have it done now. Oh, we could be in again here. That would well and truly have been it, but it wasn't to be. Roma bring it away once again. That switch of the play is there, but this time it's a really poor ball. We've got just under half an hour left in this one now. Ramsdale kicks the ball out long and it goes straight to a Roma player. Ball's out on the left with Kluivert, but again, it is a bad ball, and we're just getting away with that at the moment. If they keep doing that, that's absolutely fine. We've switched the play nice there as well. We're working it really nicely down this left-hand side, but unfortunately we lost it before I could even finish what I was saying there. Oh, this don't look good. Roma have took a little while with that there, and that's allowed us to get our shape, get the block back in. Now can we do something on this counter? Phoenix in possession. He's played it off, and no, it's coming straight back once again. But Roma are quickly running out of time here, and we are going to unbelievably, hopefully, by the looks of things, unless this goes in, which would have made it more interesting than I would have liked. Still could do with a corner, and if they don't, we're going to make some changes now. It looks like we are going to be heading to another European final for myself. The first one with Boro though. And another chance to actually get some silverware in what will be the biggest game of my managerial career so far. In terms of, yes, with Kilmarnock, I did get to a Europa League final before. I've been in 2 Champions League finals, I believe it is as well. But I've never managed to win any of them and was much the underdog. But with this Boro side that we've built, I actually feel like on a day we can beat anyone as long as we play to our best, and we might just have a shot with the form that we're going into what is now confirmed to be a Europa League final, that we have got a very good chance of winning it. City also getting the win there, so it's going to be an all-English affair in the Europa League final, which is a bit of a shame. I much prefer it when there's different leagues going at it, but City were much too strong for Atalanta, and they are who we'll be facing in the final. We're jumping straight back now into the Premier League, a nice 2.4 million there for getting the job done against Roma. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. And getting ourselves to the final. And now we are once again at home, so lots of home games in this episode. Against West Ham this time. Fletcher has completed his training, so that's as good as he's going to get this season at a 78 overall. Still really not 100% sure if he's going to be a Boro player by the end of next season. It's not looking great for him, but we'll see how things are shaping up in the league. And Spurs have lost a game by the looks of that, because United are third now, and we still have a game in hand on everyone, so we can go to 77 points and keep in that pressure on Liverpool. Just 4 points, I believe, is the gap there if we do win this game, with 6 left available. So we are still in this at the moment, but Liverpool are edging closer to closing it out. I don't know if they're going to be playing today or not. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But we are going to, I think, go as strong as we can possibly go in this one, because there really now is no distractions. Not a single cup game until the Premier League's finished. So there's a couple of slightly tired players out there, but I think we should be fine in this one. We're going to go 4-2-3-1 against 4-2-3-1 once again. And into these highlights we go. And we do get off to a rapid start against West Ham. Pavon getting taken out there by the keeper. Doesn't care because he's put the ball in the back of the net. And we are feeling good right now. Knowing all the time that this chase against Liverpool is still on. William showing no mercy against West Ham. Pavon doubling up there. And that is his 16th goal of the season now, I believe, which is incredible considering he's not been here that long. That's a great little layoff there from Almada into the path of Silas, and that is another goal for us. We were absolutely relentless in this game. We just would not let up from start to finish. We were absolutely brilliant. Almada again running through here. Wanted to shoot with him, but he overrun his last touch, but it didn't matter because Silas was on hand to go in there and smash home his second goal of the game. And even at that point, we weren't about to go lightly on West Ham. Getting another opportunity here. Roberts hits this one across the goal. Keeper's already beaten, and that is another one flying into the back of the net for us. And that was all of our attacking players at this point, because I believe Almada opened the scoring on the score sheet. And even when Jeffrey come on, of course he did, he added himself to the score sheet as well, wrapping up a quite impressive 7-0 win against West Ham there. Unbelievable scenes. And that would send us straight into a match sim against Bournemouth. We've gone into a match sim because at this point I did notice the time, and I had to start. Oh, what a start there from Fletcher as well. I've not actually seen the footage of this game. I just recorded it until the point that I finished what I was doing. I was getting myself changed and having something to eat, ready to run out the door to work. I wanted to get this episode done before that happened, so yeah, we decided we would use the match sim, which is a cool feature anyway. I really like this feature. And good save there from Havard. We need to jump in, obviously, once I've finished what I'm doing. We can do. But hopefully we won't need to. It is the second side out there today. The reason that Fletcher is playing is because it's completely, you will have noticed, unchanged from the side that went out against Fulham, and that is just pure running out of time and trying to squeeze things in the background. But oh no, Bournemouth actually go and get themselves an equaliser. Not great on our part that. We've got it all to do again now. I would imagine at this point in the season, it's not facts by the way, I haven't checked it for a while, but I would imagine that Bournemouth probably are fighting for their Premier League lives at this point. Just a couple of games to go, including this one in the season. So yeah, it's not facts, but you wouldn't imagine that it's a stretch to think that. So it won't be an easy game today by any means. I feel like we are having slightly more of the ball, but it's been a minute actually watching it back since we've created anything. The same for Bournemouth also, to be fair. Dyke Steele's got the ball now, so can we change that? Can we do anything about it? It's from Phoenix to Jeffrey now. It's up quickly into Fletcher, drops it to Jeffrey, he's laid it off to Cook, it went back into Fletcher again. Coulson's now getting in on the act as well. Jeffrey's being forced back, and in the end it's come to a hopeful cross that came to nothing, and that's probably, it is indeed, going to be the end of the first half. Okay guys, so at this point we have jumped in again. I didn't want to do this, but the audio files at the moment are just going completely haywire, and yeah, I'm just going to have to try and get to the end of this video as quick as I can so we can get this one out. It is a shame, but it is the 4th or 5th time maybe now that I've re-commentated over the same clip, so in the end I've just cut them out. We did have to jump in. It was 1-1. There was an hour played, and yeah, it weren't looking great. I'd finished what I was doing as far as getting ready for work and having something to eat and all this, that and the other. So with the chase against Liverpool still on, I decided that yes, I'm going to jump into the game and I'm going to try and affect it. I couldn't do that, so in the end, once again, I've had to drag off Fletcher. As you just saw there, Joel Pedro. Pavon come on, make an instant impact into the game, which is exactly what I was looking for. And yeah, hopefully now, as long as we can hold out, we should be good for the points here. There's still 8 minutes to go though, so absolutely at this point anything can happen, and Bournemouth are looking pretty dangerous here with Stanislas. Had to pull out Wood. Hopefully he gets back in position quick enough now. Coulson's probably going to get twisted up by these two again. He is indeed. Stanislas and Stacey are doing a good job. Coulson's trying his best here. No one's coming out to help him. He nearly gets the ball there off Stanislas. Wood gets a foot in now, but he's not going to collect the ball. He's got it there though with the help of Gorinen. And can we now put this game to bed on the counter? It's been tougher than I expected, given it is the match sim that we use most of it. Oh, Jeffrey might be in here now after what I thought was probably the wrong decision actually to play him in. But Cook gets his shot blocked. We've got Dyke Steele on the overlap now. Maybe at this point just hold the ball and make sure if we turn it over we're still not going to give them enough time. There's only 1 minute anyway. I was going to say to get back on the attack. And we have covered that off now. We've got Almada. Can he do something? Goes back to Gorinen. The ref hasn't cut it yet. Oh, Coulson's in here. Can he hit one across the keeper? He can. It's saved and whacked clear. Cook now on the rebound. No, it doesn't go in. But that is going to do it. We are going to collect a big 3 points. And it is all now up to whether United have managed to beat Liverpool or not, to see whether we are still in the hunt for this title. I really hope that we are. It would be great for us, but it's a big ask. Even if Man U have done us a favour, we still need Liverpool to drop points in their next game, and to be honest, I'm not sure what that is. Now, the Sheffield United game was going to be in this episode as well, but with the way the audio is working, I am going to end it here, guys, just to err on the side of caution. So thanks once again for watching. I hope to see you all in the next one. But until then, bye bye guys.